Watch Tranzeet TV right now.
Keep watching Tranzeet TV. Thank you so much.
Bounce. A lot of people were saying that was Odegaard, and there are also some arguments out there that it wasn't really about Odegaard. Odegaard, yes, was a big chunk of the reason, but the Arteta has released what Asemenga used to call playing with the handbrakes. That has released these players, not too much regiment and pattern, just express yourself. That's where Arsenal have been scoring goals. So, and that's I think that part of the argument. Tranzeet TV, welcome back again to the studios, EPL studios. Crazy game. 7 goals thriller. Arsenal 5, West Ham 2. You remember this fixture last season at the end of first half, West Ham fans deserted their team and left the London stadium. It repeated itself again today. Some of the fans left, though it was a bizarre one. They came back as soon as fortune started to change. Yeah, it's always been, this is a fixture that always guarantees you goals. And today again, it lived to that expectation. And yeah, let's dive deep into this one. For me, as an Arsenal fan, this started with the concern when the lineup came up. And one of my biggest fears in this run that Arsenal have put together in the last 3 games, starting with playing well against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge, though ended up in a draw, winning against Nottingham Forest and going away to get their joint best away European performance, beating Sporting, who decimated Manchester City at Etihad 4-1. Arsenal beat them 5-1 at home. And I was saying, Thomas Partey has been very, very key in those results and performances. And I've been saying, and if you're an Arsenal fan, I'm sure you'll be saying that as well, that Partey better stays fit this time. Otherwise, of course, we know when he plays and plays at the level he has been playing the last 2 weeks, Arsenal always delivers. And I told people sometimes, if Partey stays fit 85% of this season, but that was before the beginning of the season, the Arsenal will win the league, and I'm not going to go back on that again. So like I said, lineup came out, Partey was not in the starting 11. I was like, what's going on right here? Check the sub list, his name was not there. I knew something was up. And went to the injury list and saw Partey there. They said thigh injury. He has been suffering from this. If you know Thomas Partey's record with injury, I hope this is a precautionary decision by Arteta, and I hope he comes back quick. Arsenal has a game against Manchester United during the midweek, another crunchy game for Arsenal in this their 7 run of game that they must not drop points. Draw is not even an option. So we hope that Partey comes in for that one on Wednesday. And talking about the game, Arsenal started this one cruising. They were in control of this game as usual. Trademark Arsenal camped West Ham in their own half. 20th minute, first goal came in and the doors opened. And we just continued. Before you could say Jack Robinson, second goal, third goal, and the 4th goal, you thought that the game was dusted and ended. And from nowhere, Mambasaka, this is a player that has been in Man U for so many years, and a lot of people felt that he offers nothing going forward. Has gone to West Ham. Of course, they have a Spanish coach, and has turned his game around, gets forward now, and does things there. Make a very, very intelligent run, Famba Sole, and tucked in one for West Ham. The game became 4-1. And you are like, hold on, what's going on here? Again, the next 5 minutes, West Ham got a free kick. And Emerson tucked it top bin. And the game turned to 40. It became a drama, and all of a sudden West Ham fans were on their way back to the stadium, and it became you kind of, if you're an Arsenal fan, if you are Mikel Arteta, you start to wonder what is going on here. Remembering that Manchester City threw away a 3-goal lead just 1 week ago. And Arsenal had to rise up and got the second penalty of the game, which Odegaard, the Saka tucked away. And 5-2. Of course, at that level, at the quality Arsenal has, ending first half with 5-2, there was always not going to be a way back for West Ham. And that was how it ended. And intriguingly, there was no more goals in the second half. It looked, because of the excitement and the entertainment that we had in the first half, it looked at the second half was a drab. But you know, from Arsenal perspective, it's going to be now more tactical than excitement, because you have to get the 3 points, and 3 goals lead. It will not be funny if Arsenal were to throw away the 3 goals lead. So they were a little bit cautious in the second half. Of course, Saka and a few other players were on red, and in this game, West Ham, after conceding the first 3 goals, rose to the started leaving it for Arsenal players, and there were a lot of tackles flying in and out of that game. The key players, we are looking almost on the edge to get injured. Odegaard, Saka, Timber, Kai Havertz. It was all over the pitch. There were tackles flying in, and Mikel Arteta had to make some changes. Of course, subbing out Saka and Odegaard midway into the second half, and the game went a little bit flat. But there are going to be some talking points in this one. When West Ham was kind of coming back into the game, I was crying out for Merino to come in. Jorginho goes out and drop Declan Rice in the 6th position, because Jorginho started struggling, and that was why West Ham got those 2 goals. Jorginho started struggling with the pace and the physicality of the game, and we know with his age and his natural attributes, he's not that kind of player that gets around the pitch, that sticks in tackles, when it's needed. So that position became a problem for us, that the defenders were exposed, and that's why the goal and the free kick came about. So I felt that Arteta should have subbed Jorginho at the end of first half, bring in Declan Rice to that position, and drop Merino on the other side of the 8, and give Arsenal some steel and some grip in the midfield. But of course, what we are not a coach, Arteta thought otherwise, and I feel that he's thinking about Manchester United in the weekend in case Partey doesn't recover. So Merino was given some time out on this game to rest him and Martinelli. Probably he's going to use those 2 against Manchester United on midweek. So he didn't make that call, and it turned out that eventually Jorginho, grew into the game and kind of got some grip as Arsenal became more compact, and it made it difficult for West Ham to get anything out of that deficiency for Arsenal in the midfield. Another talking point is, I know during the week after these 2 wins and the bounce, a lot of people were saying that was Odegaard, and there are also some arguments out there that it wasn't really about Odegaard. Odegaard, yes, was a big chunk of the reason, but the Arteta has released what Asemenga used to call playing with the handbrakes, that has released these players, not too much regiment and pattern, just express yourself. That's where Arsenal have been scoring goals. So, and that's, I think that part of the argument, I support it right now. Thinking about and watching this game keenly, you could see that Saka wasn't involved so much in defending. He was allowed to stay up top in this game and cause damage. The same thing with Trossard. Yes, every now and then they came in to help, but they predominantly stayed up top. The same with the right back. Timber kind of stayed a little bit deeper between him and Calafiori. Calafiori was given the license to just go, and when you pour that amount of numbers in your opponent's half, it makes it difficult for them to attack you, and most of the time what you're going to get is goals, especially if you trust your defenders to be able to defend one-on-one. And that's what we got today. Arsenal kind of has released that their structural play, having too many thinking and consciousness about defense, but not conceding. So yeah, Odegaard coming back as helped Arsenal, but I believe, as we haven't watched this game keenly today with that with those lenses, that Arteta somehow has released the handbrake and allowed these players to express themselves, which is the reason why Arsenal has scored now in 3 games. they have scored 8 plus 5, 13 goals in 3 games. This is the form that we saw Arsenal yesterday, the last season. You remember I said it last week that around this time last season, Arsenal went on a mad run. They cooked really good, about 13 games. So we're looking at, they have 7 winnable games now, 1 down. And if Arsenal can put together 7 straight wins, no draws, I think they will be back into contention for the league this season. Tomorrow is a big game, Liverpool and Manchester City. Let's see what's going to happen on that one. And another talking point in this game for me is Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling. I think I've seen enough. I don't think they are at best squad players for Arsenal right now, and they probably will have to be moved on. Raheem Sterling, I don't think Arsenal has any business when, making his loan move permanent at the end of the season. Gabriel Jesus himself, if he does not accept his position as a squad player, he probably will have to be moved on at the end of the season. Jesus is a technically gifted player, strong and committed player as well, but I don't think he's, in terms of producing, in terms of goal scoring or assisting, he doesn't have the intelligence required at this level. So with that, then what Arsenal is trying to achieve now, I don't think Jesus is going to ever be a first team player for Arsenal. And again, Bukayo Saka, I think if anybody is objective about football, the argument about Saka, Foden and Palmer should be ended. I mean, we've seen Foden, we've seen Palmer go in and out of form, but Saka, his numbers continually steady and getting better. This young man right now has, I think, 10 assists now, or 11 this season in Premier League already, and about 8 goals. So I don't know what else he needs to do to win this argument. In no way, yes, Foden is hugely talented, but I don't think anybody can take Foden above Saka. They said before, Saka has not won anything. Where was he playing? Saka has done this even international team for England. And today again, Saka was key in unlocking West Ham very early in the game, and the rest became history today. And I'm not going to end this one without mentioning Gabriel Magalhaes. 7 goals now as a defender. This is the highest scoring defender in, I think, in Europe right now. It's a big shout out, big up, Big Gabby, and I hope he's well as well. You remember, he also won the second penalty for Arsenal after bravely contesting a corner kick from Saka with Fabianski. Fabianski missing the ball entirely and punching me on the head and got Arsenal that second penalty. Big up to him, and I hope he recovers. But though I saw pictures, graphics after the game, saw him coming to great fans. I hope he's good, and I believe he should be fine for Manchester United. I thought I had to make that decision at the end of first half to rest him and brought in Kivio, who, by the way, did not do very badly, but of course it's always a difference when Gabriel and Sadeba are not playing together. So yeah, Saka for me, the main man for Arsenal. He's no longer a star boy. For me, he's a star man for Arsenal now. David Raya had a few shaky moments, but as well also rescued Arsenal when need was. If you're an Arsenal fan, please let me know what you think in the comment section. Tomorrow, the biggest game of the week, and Liverpool playing against Manchester City. If you're an Arsenal fan, who do you want to win this one? I don't want to hear a draw. If you are to choose one team to win that game tomorrow between Manchester City and Liverpool, who would you choose? For me, I would want City to win, because City, I don't think City is going to win this league this season. So it's between Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool. So if anything that will reduce the gap between Liverpool and Arsenal, I will go for it. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so, and like and share this video as well, and I'll see you again in the next one. Ciao.